Hey, welcome to Genie Rocket Radio. Today, Brad's going to show you how to use the 10-step value vault to increase your sales conversions. Hope you enjoy.
Welcome everyone to Genie Rocket Radio. My name is Brad Parnell. I am your host. Today we're going to be talking about how to create more sales conversions on autopilot. I don't know about you, but a topic like that gets me really excited. So back in the day, I used to hear this term all the time, maybe you did too, but the fortune is in the follow-up. And it kind of became like this phrase I always heard that didn't really mean anything to me because I heard it so much. And after trying and trying to continue to get more sales and seeing it fail and me failing because of my follow-ups, I actually thought I'd give it a try and test out that concept to see if it was true. And guess what? It is true. The fortune is in the follow-up. When you have a great follow-up system and you are being relational and you're following up with purpose and you're not just giving it one shot and you're done, you will get significantly better results. My business partner, Coach Michael Burt, talks about having a 7 to 14 touch point follow-up system. And the key here is not just following up for the sake of following up. You're not just tapping someone on the shoulder or calling them and saying like, hey, I'm just checking in. Hey, I'm just following up. Hey, I wanted to see if you're ready to buy, right? No one responds well to that, and it doesn't sound professional. It sounds like you are desperate, and it just doesn't position you correctly. So the easiest thing to do is follow what the experts do. And we have what's called a 10-point follow-up system that you can even do on autopilot. Now, how great is that? You not only get the framework for what to say and when to say it, but you can have that happen without you having to even do anything or remember anything. You can be sleeping or playing with your kids or doing whatever, and people are going through the system. So what I want to do quickly is walk you through those 10 most important categories to write that content. Now, I'm not going to tell you exactly what to write. I'm going to give you some concepts and ideas so then you can write it for your business. And what our partner, Coach Burt, calls this is the Farm Club. Over here at Genie Rocket, we've kind of coined it as the Value Vault because we're marketers and we're nerdy and we like stuff that starts with the same letter. So we came up with Value Vault. And really what that means is if you put someone in the Value Vault, you are now providing them with a ton of value, right? You're disarming people, you're helping build trust and confidence, you're showing them testimonials, you're walking them through the process to warm them up so they're ready to buy from you. So let's go through the 10 parts of the Value Vault. The very first one is what we call delivering the asset. This means if your goal is to generate a lead, people probably aren't just coming to you with a card in hand or cash in hand saying, hey, take my money, solve my problem. If they are, congrats, you can turn this off and you've figured it out. So good job. If you still depend on leads and there is some conversation that happens, this is where you need something like this, a Value Vault. So delivering the asset means when people are coming to your website or to your landing page or funnel, they're giving you an email address in exchange for something. That could be a free consultation, that could be a video training, that could be a one-page PDF with information on it. You're getting their email in exchange for something of value that you're giving. So the first email is just delivering that asset. The second email you send is the problem and solution. You're focusing in on what is the big problem that you're solving for your dream customer and what does that solution look like? How do you help solve that problem? The next email, number 3, is a customer testimonial. This is where you're going to showcase what someone else says about you and your service. It's not about what you say about yourself, it's what someone else says about you. The fourth email is overcoming an objection. Write down your 3 biggest objections that people have when they're buying a product or service. It might be the objection of price, might be of quality, might be of time. Figure out what that is and write an email to overcome that objection. So when you're talking to that prospect, you're helping them get closer to a buying decision. The fifth is what we call a paradigm shift. This is where you get really personal and vulnerable. You're telling a story that invites people in to your personal life that also positions you as the expert and the guide and shows that you are qualified to solve this problem. And it shows maybe where you've had an epiphany moment in the past of I used to think this way, boom, this thing happened. Now I think this way, and that's what helped me start this process or this company that will give you a similar result. A lot of people struggle with this one, so spend time on that paradigm shift email. Those are really, really important. Number 6 is the sales email. This is where you just be clear and concise to remind people that you have something to sell. You can solve the problem. Here's the next step. Let's go. Number 7 is solving a problem. You're showing again how you solve a big problem. What are one of the other problems that you solve and how do you solve it? Number 8, we're almost through, guys. Number 8 is offer value. Don't sell in this email. The important thing in this email is to just give as much value as you can, whether that's through video or written word. If you can just include it in that email where you're not making people work for it, give them value. Show them how they can start solving their problem by applying something that you're giving them. Number 9 is reminding them that you have a solution to the problem, right? You are the one that can solve the problem, and this is why you need to choose me. And number 10 is the sad breakup email. Hey, it's not you, it's me. Apparently, we didn't have the right stuff. You didn't like what we had to offer, and you don't want to move forward. That's okay. I get it. It's probably something that we did or we offended you. So we wish you well on your journey. If you're interested in the future, here's our website, here's our funnel. Come check us out. This is challenging people, right? We're saying we've shown you, we've given you every reason to move forward with us. And it's okay if now's not the right time, but we're moving on, right? Like, we got other things to do. We wish you well on your journey. Here's your last chance. Peace out. Now, that doesn't mean you stop communicating with them altogether. They might be on like a blog drip email or something in the future, but you're done with that hard-hitting nurturing sequence. You've taken them on 10 dates and they're still not going to the next step. So you're out, right? You're moving on. So that is the 10 things that if you can do consistently and write them once, you can now put people into that value vault that you talk to. People that have expressed interest in your product or service and they haven't bought from you yet need to go into your value vault, and that is going to produce more conversions on autopilot where you're not having to do any of the work. You do it once. And if you don't have a tool that can do that for you, guess what? You can do that on Genie Rocket. Surprise, surprise. So you can actually go to genierocket.com. If you don't have a subscription, get a free trial, and you can create a value vault pipeline, drop people in there, and automate a 10 email sequence where you can write that content and start nurturing those people and converting them at a higher rate. So I hope this was valuable to you today. Remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. Remember the value vault. It's all about giving people value, not about selling people. And the more you do that, the more you're going to disarm them, the more that you're going to build trust, and the higher conversion rates that you are going to get. Hope you have an amazing rest of your week. We will catch you next time. This is Brad Parnell on Genie Rocket Radio.